Welcome to Lighten Up, the Art of Living Clutter-Free, the podcast where we tackle the literal and figurative clutter standing between you and your healthiest and happiest life. I'm Melanie, your host, coach, and guide on this journey to help you design a life that you love. Whether it's clearing out your kitchen cabinets, untangling your digital files, or letting go of the mental blocks that hold you back, we're here to make space for what truly matters. Let's lighten up together, starting now.
Welcome back to another episode of Lighten Up, the Art of Living Clutter-Free. I hope you're ready. Today we're doing a holiday edition because this season comes with a lot of clutter. And I don't mean just the wrapping paper and the decorations and the Amazon boxes that are just stacking up. I mean the mental clutter, the emotional clutter, the expectation clutter, and yes, of course, the physical clutter that somehow expands in December, like it's on performance-enhancing drugs. So let's talk about it. Let's start with the emotional clutter that no one sees. It's the stuff that doesn't go in the donation bin. The holidays bring up people we're missing, people we've lost, relationships that have changed, traditions that we don't do anymore, traditions we keep doing even though now they hurt. We hold on to objects because of that. The ornament from someone who isn't here anymore, the serving platter we never use but just can't part with, the holiday list with people who once mattered or mattered in a different chapter of our lives. None of this is wrong, but it is emotional clutter, and it takes up space, real space, and a whole lot of head space. When you're already dealing with December's nonstop festive pressure, that emotional weight adds up fast. So let's talk about the tradition clutter. These go with the shoulds. We think we have to decorate a certain way because that's what we've always done. We think we have to buy gifts for everyone because we always have. We think we have to send holiday cards because, well, who knows? It's just what people do. We think we have to bake the same foods, shop the same way, host the same parties, perform the same rituals, even if they make us want to hide under the bed with a mug of hot cocoa and noise-canceling headphones. Tradition can be beautiful. Tradition can also be clutter when it's driven by guilt, obligation, or but my mother always ... So here's the spoiler alert. You're allowed to choose again. You're allowed to evolve. You're allowed to not make 8 kinds of cookies this year. So everybody now take a deep breath. Let's talk about the physical clutter. The tubs of decorations, the lights that magically tangle themselves in storage, the duplicate wreaths, the 14 rolls of wrapping paper, the holiday dishes, the outfits for holiday photos you forgot to take. All of this stuff takes up space. And when it comes out, it often stays out for weeks. And for some of us, it becomes a temporary December version of our homes that feels chaotic, crowded, and stressful. There's also schedule clutter. This one gets people every year. Our calendars are already full. Work, family, life. And then the holidays come roaring in with parties and school events and work events and volunteer events and cookie swaps and secret Santas and community gatherings, dinners, brunches, 3 different invitations for the same Saturday. Have you ever had a day with 3 things you had to show up for? I've been there. And you did that thing where you said, it'll be fine. We'll bounce from one to the next. We'll figure out dinner. And then by the end of the day, you wanted to cry in the shower and not talk to humans for 48 hours. Here's the thing. We stopped doing a lot of those things, and we still get invitations, and people still love us. It's about making yourself a priority. So here's my very honest, slightly rebellious question. What would actually happen if you said no? No to one party, no to 3 parties, no to the thing that you dread, no to running around like an exhausted holiday elf. Most of the time, the world keeps spinning. People adjust, and you get space back in your life. Imagine this, a season with less clutter. Just take a breath and imagine. I want to share a quick little story about Secret Santas. I was asked to participate one, and I said no. I said no because I don't need more stuff. And if it's in a group of people who don't know you super well, who knows what you're going to end up with? And then I don't buy something for someone else. It's money that I've saved, and no one is going to judge me for not participating. So I want you to just take a breath and imagine if your calendar were lighter, if your emotional load were softer, if your expectations were more realistic or compassionate, if your decorations were fewer but more meaningful, if your gift list shrank to the people who truly matter, if you didn't try to do December perfectly, just intentionally, what would that feel like? More calm, more joy, more presence, more actual time to enjoy the parts of the holidays that you love? Because clutter, mental, emotional, physical, it doesn't just take up physical space. It steals joy. It steals energy. It steals peace. You can choose differently. You can lighten up literally and emotionally. And that's what this holiday season can be if you let it. All right, friends, that's it for today's holiday edition. If this episode resonated with you, share it with someone who needs a little permission to breathe this season. And if you want more strategies for decluttering the holidays, your mind, your home, your calendar, stay tuned for next week's episode. Until then, take a breath, let something go, and remember, you do not need to do the holidays perfectly to make them meaningful. We'll talk soon.
Thank you for tuning into this episode of Lighten Up, the Art of Living Clutter-Free. I hope you found a spark of inspiration to help declutter not just your space, but your mind and life as well. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who could use a little lightness in their life. Remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about progress. Small steps lead to big changes, and I'm here to help you every step of the way. For more tips, resources, and ways to connect, check out my website, follow me on social media, and don't forget to check out the Design Your Healthy Life Strategy program to take your transformation even further. Until next time, keep letting go of what no longer serves you and making room for what truly lights you up.